In today's video, I change up the exhaust a little bit on the EF. Let's go ahead and get started. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Texas Honda Channel. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. So I was over at my buddy Jeremy's house, the one that I call AKA Mexican Jesse. I'm going to explain to you guys real quick what that's about. Mexican Jesse is basically a identical copy of my brother who passed away, but Mexican version, or he calls himself Texas edition. So we call him Mexican Jesse, and he's okay with the name. It's not anything, bad or anything like that. I just wanted to point that out because someone actually had said I need to stop calling him that. I don't remember who said it, but no, he's okay with it. He was even going to get a sticker on the back of his truck that says Mexican Jesse. It's just kind of an inside joke thing, but he reminds me so much of my brother who passed away. So yeah, I got this in the P.O. box today in the mail. The Honda boost control solenoid from Civic EE and EF of Texas. Definitely go give them a follow on Facebook. I believe you can get a hold of them on Facebook. Yep, find them on Facebook. It's a real cool group. I'm a part of it, I believe. I'm pretty sure I am. If not, I'm about to be. But I'm pretty sure I'm in that group already. So a huge shout out. Thanks so much for the boost control solenoid. I can really use this thing. So now we can actually do boost by gear. But I'm not going to install that in this video. But I will be installing that and showing you that as well. I was over at Jeremy's house and I saw that he had this curve and pipe right here from an old eBay exhaust that was cut off. And it's for an EF. I already test fit this part. And I was like, heck yeah, that's awesome. So he let me have that. So huge shout out to him. And then I went to O'Reilly's and bought this pipe for like, I don't know, $4 or $5 or something. And I test fit it and it works perfectly back there. So I went ahead and cut that off with the Sawzall. I didn't record this because I didn't know I was going to make a video out of it. But this thing sounds really cool. I'm going to post a couple video clips right here. This is what it sounds like with just the exhaust cut and the new pipe not welded up yet. So as you can hear, it definitely sounds a lot better to me. I don't know if you can hear it as well, but in person it's way crazier. It sounds like a little turbo diesel. I really like how it sounds. But I'm going to show you the exhaust real quick. So under the car, the pipe just goes right there, and it'll go across and then curve with the hanger there. And as you can see, the turbo leaking with them seals, it's making this thing quite dirty all the way through the whole thing, so I'm gonna have to wash it soon. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of that metal, put the pipe across, weld it all in place. I'll probably just tack it up really well and then take it to Slammin Welding, since I trust his welds. They're really good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Now, as a heads up, everyone, my welds really suck. I'm going to do the best I can. If I can manage to pull it off, cool. If not, we'll just head to Slammin Welded and have him finish it up. But this will get it on the car and at least sturdy enough to be drove. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I mean, I told you guys, my welds are not that great, but it will hold. I've done this before, plenty of miles. They just look like crap. As long as they don't leak, I'm usually good, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with a flapper wheel, just kind of knock it down. Yes, I'm more of a grinder than I am a welder, but it looks pretty solid, and the pipe was already an airtight seal. I had to bang it on the actual ground to get it all the way up in there, so it shouldn't leak. Yeah, looks pretty hideous, I know. But I'm going to go ahead and get the grinder out and clean it up. looks a lot better. Still looks like crap, but it'll work. It seems pretty solid. So now I gotta do the same to the car side. Okay, so it's up there. Welds still look like boogers, as to be expected. I'm gonna go ahead and lower this jack stand. See if it stays up. Yeah, seems solid enough for me to get a real welder to weld this thing up. So that's probably exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up a little bit with the grinder, make it look a little prettier at least, and we'll start it up. Okay, it sounds really good. There's no exhaust leaks from this weld here, but that back one over there definitely has a little bit of an exhaust leak, but that's easy to fix. So I'm happy with it. It's solid. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some launch control real quick, see if we can get some fireballs out the back, and then we'll go take it on a drive and see how it sounds. So yeah, that's definitely loud. I need to adjust the launch control settings now that the muffler's not on it. I think I have too much fuel, and you could see how bad that turbonetic seals are, how bad it smoked. That is from the turbo itself. So like sometimes it'll smoke really bad, and then other times it won't. Launch control doesn't help that, but it's definitely pretty aggressive. I like it, so we're gonna take it for a drive and see how it sounds. I love when it pops like that. It sounds so good. To me, at least. Call it the crackle tune. I can make it way more intense than that. I love how it sounds so far. So now we're going to do just a little slight pull, nothing crazy. Not getting on it too hard, just to kind of hear how it sounds. Sounds super awesome. I love how it's not too much drone in the car. If I roll the window up, it's even less. Sounds pretty good. This is third gear, so here's fifth. It's pretty quiet. That's not bad for straight pipe from the turbo all the way to the back. No resonators of any sort or anything. And I can shoot some pretty awesome fireballs. Check this out. So I can shoot really big fireballs by flooring it, turning the key off, letting off the gas, and turning it back on. So listen to this. Huge fireballs. It's crazy. yeah, there it is. Definitely sounds a lot better going through the gears. To me, I personally love how it sounds like a little turbo diesel. It's a fun little car. It smokes like a turbo diesel too because that turbo seals are going out, but it's all good. I've already got a ball bearing restrictor in there so that we could verify that it wasn't a restrictor issue. Definitely not. And it doesn't do it all the time. So it's one of those intermittent things, but it still builds boost great, pulls really hard. I just love how it's turning out, one small thing at a time. And it's almost been 2 months since I got the car. Yeah, this thing was like a barnyard car. It didn't run. It had rust and mold and everything else inside, and it has completely changed now, turboed, and so much fun. And it's a super comfortable drive too, a comfortable ride. But as a huge thanks to Jacob for sending the sticker and the boost control solenoid, which is basically a MAC valve. I'll put a link in the description for this so you guys can get one if you want to do boost by gear. Of course, your Honda has to be set up for boost by gear. But these two wires are literally it. One of them, I believe, goes to a computer ground, and then the other one just goes to like A12 or something. I'll have a full detailed video on how to install it. It'll be a lot easier for me to explain. But yeah, huge shout out. I needed one of these so I could get away from the manual boost controller and turn my boost up with the computer. So each gear will have a different boost setting. We could set it up that way or just have it full boost all the time. But either way, huge shout out. I'm going to go ahead and put the Civic EE and EF of Texas sticker on the back of the Civic, probably right here in the middle. And yeah, so here I go. Also check out this awesome shirt I got, Super Mario. Found it at Walmart for like, I don't know, $5 or $10. So of course I got it to match Yosh the car. I already went ahead and cleaned the window. That way it's nice and clean and ready for a sticker. I greatly appreciate everyone who sent fan mail. Now I can't usually do a shout out for every single one, but I try my best to give them their recognition since they did support. And I greatly appreciate all of you guys and your donations, which there's a link in the description for that stuff as well. But there it is. We got the Save Our Children, Civic EE and EF, Texas Honda channel, and of course AAA because don't want to get stranded on the side of the road here in Texas. But yeah, I greatly appreciate it. You guys are awesome for checking in and staying up to date with the videos. If you guys want, go through my playlist. I have a few of them made, and you guys can watch some of those videos. I have videos people haven't seen. I've done a head gasket blindfolded on this channel, so definitely check that out. A lot of cool things coming, especially with this car and a few other cars that we're going to be doing in the future, so definitely stay tuned. And no, this one's not going anywhere, so don't ask. It's not for sale. But a lot of stuff coming, so definitely subscribe if you haven't. Turn the bell icon on to get notified of every upload, and stay tuned for more because we definitely have way more coming. So see you guys in the next one. As I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.